Okay. So lastly, what are your tips? What is something that you would advise to young lawyers today, and how they can move ahead in their legal profession?
See, this is the question which keeps on coming, the external counsel versus in-house counsel, quite often in the discussions where I go to the law schools as a visiting faculty or to deliver some lecture somewhere. So this is a common question which keeps on coming. Indeed, it's a very, very tough question, and it's a very, very relatively easy question as well. From the point of view, one has to look that if a person needs to be a counsel who knows the commerce, which leads the, what do you call it, the sophisticated litigation, if you need to lead those sort of a life, and if you need to be expert in not one but many areas of law like taxation, litigation, mergers, acquisitions, contracts, joint ventures, arbitration, IPR. If you want to be a jack of all trade and even be master of some of those, then the best way is to become a general counsel. Because an external counsel gets started with a very small role of not even a specialty, but chasing one goal with one senior or one particular type of litigation. He gets into developing a taste for that sort of a litigation as he grows and matures into the practice. And then he picks up and becomes a lawyer, whether he becomes a trademark lawyer, whether he becomes a litigation, tax litigator, or he becomes just an arbitration guy. He then picks up those specialties one by one and does then all sorts of matter in that particular field. To me, that's not a perfect lawyer, because if we have studied law, because we don't teach law by subjects, we teach the general law to everyone, where all subjects are being taught. So you need to then develop your practice into a multi-arena of the different varieties of law, because a mix and match of all those laws make you a more perfect lawyer, and your understanding and your appreciation of those laws can lead you to become a more perfected counsel, not only as a general counsel for an in-house lawyer, but even when you go out and when you become a lawyer for the corporates and the commercial organizations, then you also understand the intent and the nature of what your client is asking from you. So, though my views are guided by my own career growth or my career progress, which I have seen in last 28 years, but I would still recommend most of the guys that if you want to become a lawyer, a real lawyer, you should either become a hardcore litigator or you should become a general counsel.
Okay, so there's a lot of question about the quality of education, legal education that's happening in our country. Do you think it's at par with the best, and what improvements do you think that are needed? Is there less of practical knowledge that is being delivered? Is there any way that you think that our legal education system could be improved further?
Legal education has undergone a huge change than when we studied our law in early 80s and then what it is today. Today, the lawyers who come out from the national law schools and those 5-year integrated law courses are far more mature lawyers, far more experienced lawyers than what we were even with 10 years of practice after qualification. So from that point of view, I would say that the legal education has come to be matured in this country already. And the national law schools are doing yeoman service in providing a multifaceted education and experience with their interns program all over the country. It's done a huge, tremendously good job. To say that we need an improvement, well, that we will continue to say, even if we improve this system to a better system, that better system will still be capable of being improving further. So what we need to do is perhaps pick up something from the Harvard, Yale, and all those Oxford law schools to see that more writings, more intellectual writings by the students combined with more practical experience in the court can make them a more better lawyer, so that they are in a position to take a wise decision at the end of the 5th year of the graduation, that what they should do. Because today also you find a lot of confusion in the mind of the students that whether they should join the law firm or they should join a corporate in-house, or whether they should start on their own as an entrepreneuring lawyer. So these confusions still persist. So we should perhaps only improve that much, that a student is able to take a wise decision moment he is passing out, and his decision should not be made regretful or regrettable to him 2 years down the line.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.